The disappointing jobs data isn't getting any help from U.S. department stores either. They have announced major layoffs over the past couple of months, but the job cuts may be less about the struggling retail sector than about the habits of the American shopper. Liling Tan reports.
For some of America's big department stores and their workers, the U.S. holiday season didn't offer much to cheer about. Sears reported this week that sales in the year-end holiday period fell more than 9%, and troubled retailer JCPenney's vagueness over its holiday sales numbers spooked markets. And Macy's said this week it plans to cut 2,500 workers across the U.S., even though sales were up. However, it plans to keep the size of its workforce the same. Even though it's closing stores, it's opening others. That's why some economists say these layoffs may be less about a declining retail sector than they are about changing consumer spending habits.
What I'm really talking about is whether people are going to stores or they're shopping online, this sort of brick versus clicks. A lot of, for example, Macy's, a lot of these firms, their fastest growing component of their business is online as opposed to in stores.
The change in spending behavior is prompting retailers to reassess where customers are shopping online and where they're shopping at store locations to better allocate manpower. And that means it's less about job losses than it is about job migration.
Retail jobs have been going up, and it's kind of surprising. And then when you look at where the spending is, a lot of times it's not, when you look at retail sales numbers, it's not at department stores, but it's at specialty, specialty apparel stores, right? So, your Abercrombie and Fitches, your Gaps, places, stores like that. And so that's where you don't see it in the employment numbers, but I suspect that's where more of the hiring is.
Department stores that offer aggressive discounting may be experiencing more pressure from the shift to online shopping because their customer base, middle class and lower income shoppers, are affected more by a weak job market than the wealthy, who helped make the holiday season a merry one for luxury goods. The concern over consumer spending, which drives 70% of the U.S. economy, is that growing price consciousness will keep pushing consumers away from the pricier department stores and retailers toward discount stores like Walmart, a pattern that could see more jobs heading in the same direction. Liling Tan, CCTV, New York.